Hi guys, it's me Kavita. If you're watching this video, you've just bought a starter kit and I'm here today to tell you how to use it. So I'm gonna make it really quick. The reason why I'm doing this is because I can't come to all of you because there's so many of you now in different parts of Singapore and some of you are overseas. So this video is hopefully going to help you get to know the oils because you have not been to our workshops, and they will also tell you I will also tell you what to do with each of these oils and how to use them. The starter kit is basically has your everyday oils. These are for your stomach ache, for your kids, for yourself. You can use them for stomach aches, fever, colds, aches and pains, and so many more. Okay, so let's get started. When you bought your starter kit, it came in this very pretty box, Young Living box, and when you opened it, you probably got a book like this. This is the policies and some of the regulations that Young Living stands by, so it'll be good to read it. Otherwise, it doesn't really matter. It's mostly for people who want to do the business and also to learn more about the company. Okay, you would also have gotten your oils. Okay, but before we start on the oils, which is going to take most of the time in this video, let's explore a little bit more. If you open the side pocket, which is right here, you would have gotten all these little things and you would possibly not know what the hell they are. So firstly, this is a form. It's called the enrollment form. Now this form is really for people who really like the oils and they want to get on this monthly thing where they buy oils, because when you buy monthly you get points, and with points you get free oils, and you also get some money and things like that when you buy the oil. So there are a lot of incentives. So that's if you're interested. Otherwise, there is a little thing about the mission, which is the why this company even started the oils, started promoting oils, and it tells you a little bit on how you can use that little, I think if you all looked into your box, you have a little cap with a roller bottle, a roller cap where you can actually, with a metal roller, they actually tell you how to use it. In case you don't know, I could show you, but okay, let me try showing you in a while. Okay, and then you have a little bit about okay, so this is more when you want to start, if you're interested in the business. It's upside down, you have it, so it really tells you where you can go when you promote this oils, when you become a distributor. So I'm a distributor, you're not, you're just a user, and you may become a customer eventually. And yeah, so this again is all about essential rewards, because the mission of the company is really to spread the word of going natural and getting rid of chemicals in your life. So they have all kinds of rewards for people who want to spread the word of these oils. Okay, so it's like, you go to a movie, you tell someone about it. You go to you go to this nice place to eat and you tell someone about it. Now what they do is they pay you for telling people. So that's what this company is about. It's called network marketing. I'm sure you guys have heard of it. If you haven't, please do read up about it. Okay, now here we have a little bit about the oils, and they're all they tell you exactly what the oils contain, and they tell you how to use them. So this is a very good guide. This is the best guide actually to start with. All the oils in your starter kit, you have the list here, but I'm just here because, in case you need someone to tell you little things. Yeah, so it tells you what is in there, and it tells you an option of using the oils. Okay, options that you can use. For example, 8 to 12 drops to water, spray under the beds, in the closets for a pleasing aroma. So these are the things. Okay, now let's get started. Okay, so if you guys have all your oils, please look at them. And what I would do first is, you have a diffuser that came with your oils. Okay, in case you're wondering how to use the diffuser, sorry guys. In case you're wondering how to use the diffuser, the first thing to do is open the diffuser, fill the water up to a little embossed mark on the Desert Mist diffuser. If you're using the Dewdrop diffuser, there is a red dot. You got to fill the water till the red dot. Okay, now once you've done that, you can put a drop, whatever oils you'd like to use. Once I've talked about it, you'll probably be able to decide. Okay, let's start with lavender. So lavender is the Swiss Army knife of oils. Okay, Now, the reason why I say this is because it can be used for so many things. Now, we all know that oils, essential oils, have three characteristics. They're potent, they're volatile, and they're extremely versatile. What does this mean? It means that when potent, because every drop goes a long way. Okay, you don't need 10, 15 drops for it to work. You just need one drop or even two if you're applying it, and you also can diffuse maybe 3 to 4 drops. A bottle of the size that you've gotten, which is a 5 ml bottle, which only comes in the starter kits, has about 100 drops in them. Okay, so these bottles have 100 drops in them, and you just need to use them sparingly. So what is lavender good for? Lavender can be used for sleep. Everyone knows lavender is a very calming oil. You can put 3 to 4 drops or 5 to 6 drops depending on how big your room is. You can put this in your diffuser and diffuse it. Diffuse it, let it disperse into the air, which is the second property of the oil. So the oil, right, the second thing about the oil is that it's very volatile, which means it disperses into the air very quickly. And that's why getting it into a diffuser is the best way to get the benefits of the oil, because it's dispersing into the air and you are smelling it. Okay, now this oil, lavender, is very good for cuts and wounds. It's very good for the skin because it's very easy to use on the skin, very calm, and it also can be used for sleep. Okay, the way to use it is to not touch the orifice unless you really necessarily have to, especially for babies. Otherwise, you just drop a drop like this, hold it up high and just tilt it, because there's a very tiny hole on the orifice. There's a tiny hole that comes out, so you don't have to do this, neither do you have to do this. Okay, so it should come out. And the other thing is, if you're using it on a newborn baby and you want to get half a drop, what you do is you touch the tip like this and you tilt it, okay, which will give you a bit of oil. And that's when you can use that to rub on baby, diluted of course with coconut oil or olive oil or even almond oil, depending on what oil you have. And make sure that all the carrier oils that you use, carrier oils are oils that you use with the essential oil. Why do you need a carrier oil? Because again, it disperses into the air very quickly. It's volatile, so when you put coconut oil with it, it gives you more, so you have more to massage with. Plus, the molecules of coconut oil is bigger, and therefore it helps to rub it into the skin. It helps to keep it intact. These oils contain very, very small molecules, and therefore they're able to get into your bloodstream. In a matter of 20 minutes, they've reached your entire bloodstream. Okay, so I've spoke about them being potent, they're volatile, and the other thing they are is they're extremely versatile. So you can use lavender for your hair, you can use it for your skin, you can use it for cuts and wounds, and you can also drink it actually. You can put it in your tea. Yeah, so if you're not comfortable with that, just use it topically and inhale it, okay? So that's lavender. I use lavender personally in everything that I mix. For example, if I'm having a headache or migraine, I would mix peppermint and lavender. If I wanted to sleep, I would mix frankincense and lavender. If my daughter was having a very bad cold, I would mix RC and lavender. And I mix, meaning I would actually put it in my diffuser and I would diffuse it. For sleep, you can even what you can do is you can actually put these oils, you can also mix these oils into bottles, roller bottles, and apply them with carrier oil. Okay, we'll talk about that later. Okay, so this is just a starter kit video, so it's really just about the oils. Okay, next let's talk about lemon. Now lemon is an oil this is from the rind of the fruit, not from the juice. It is cold compressed, so therefore it is more beneficial. It does not corrode your teeth if you drink it. You can even use it in your house cleaning stuff. So what lemon is good for, as everyone knows, is for cleaning, right? So what you could do is you put a few drops in your laundry soap. You can put a few drops in your spray to clean your house. You can have the spray bottle, put a few drops of lemon. You can have some in your water and drink it. Don't drink the spray bottle water, of course. Okay, yeah, so this is your lemon. And lemon is also good for scars, lightening of scars, not on the face, on the body. It is photosensitive, so you do not want to use it in the sun because it might burn your skin. Use it at home at night, you know, on your body, but try to avoid using it on the face, okay? The next oil we're going to talk about is peppermint. Peppermint is personally a lot of people's favorite. It's because it is extremely minty. It lifts you up, lifts your spirits up. It's something that you can use for a tummy ache. It can be used on stiff muscles. It can be also used when you have sinuses or, you know, blockages, you know, because when you inhale it, deep inhalation, you take a drop, okay? Do not do this again. I just did that because it's finished. But take a drop, let it drop out of your hand. Set that behind is my helper in Ananya. Rub it and then inhale it deeply. Okay, this will reach your entire ENT and you will start to feel your mucuses draining if you have sinuses or blocked nose. Okay, so this is actually very good for also for headaches. I use this, again, I mix a drop of peppermint, a drop of lavender. I rub it on my temples, in my head, in my neck, the back of my nape, and sometimes I also put it on my shoulders. Now you want, when you use peppermint, it's a very hot oil, so you will want to, before you inhale it, or if you do inhale it, close your eyes or rub it on the back of on your shoulders first. Give it a good massage and then inhale it so you can, it's not so hot. Okay, peppermint, like I said, can be again mixed with lavender for a headache, or just anything can be mixed with lavender. Okay, next we're going to talk about frankincense. Now frankincense is a very spiritual oil. They say it's spiritual because it's actually in all the incense that we use, you know, when you go around the house and in the church and all, they use the scent of frankincense. This is basically it is distilled from the resin, the sap of the tree. Okay, it smells very sweet. It is extremely powerful. It is said to kill cancer cells, so a lot of people with brain tumors actually turn to diffusing and inhaling frankincense. It is very good for killing your cancer cells, yes. It also actually helps you lift your spirits, and it helps in so many ways. In fact, I use it for my face as a face serum. I use frankincense, lavender, and jojoba oil. I put it in a roller bottle, a 10 ml or 5 ml roller bottle, which is just really small, like shorter than a lipstick, about there, and I actually apply it on my face at night. Yeah, so frankincense is good for basically fixing things at a cellular level. All the oils do that, but frankincense is really powerful for those things, for regenerating your cells as well. Okay, that's frankincense. Frankincense, there's a story. A lot of the Catholics believe that Catholics would know this. Baby Jesus was gifted frankincense, myrrh, and gold when he was born by the three wise men. And now now this is basically it actually tells you that at that time essential oils were gifted to royalty and were on par with gold, okay, because they were so hard to make. But nowadays, because of the technology, it's available to all of us. So it's something that, like Ayurveda, it's something that it's there and we should use it. Okay, next we're talking about RC. RC could possibly mean respiratory congestion, but they can't say it because it's non-compliant. RC is very good to support your respiratory issues. If your kids are clogged up and they have, you think that they might be coming down with something, then what you want to do is diffuse RC, or blend it with a little bit of oil and rub it on their chest and the back of their ribs where their lungs are. Yeah, that's one thing you can do. And yes, so RC that's what it is. It contains 3 types of eucalyptus. I also advise to rub it under the feet. That is one of the other ways which we use essential oils. We apply them where it hurts with the oils. We inhale. We smell the air that the diffuser disperses where it disperses the oils, and lastly we use it under the feet. Like the Chinese believe, your entire body and your organs are supported under your feet. If you do not have the Vitaflex, please do ask for it, and I'm sure Vani or myself would be able to help you with giving you that picture, so you know exactly which part of your body to massage onto. You know, for me, for an example, I actually had an experience of I had a blocked nose, and I used peppermint and lavender under the three small toes, and my blocked nose basically cleared. So that's how effective rubbing it under your feet is, because your feet is said to be the most porous of your entire body. It's got the largest pores. Okay, the other thing we're going to talk about is digize. Digize, or digize, however you want to pronounce it, is fennel. Contains all kinds of special spices. It's got fennel, clove, rosemary, cardamom, you know, it's got all that. And what it's really good for is for digestion. So if you get bloated, if you feel you've got a food poisoning, if you have a tummy ache of any sorts, indigestion, take this, rub it on your tummy. What I do is I drop 5 drops in water, stir it, and I drink it in warm water, and in 10-15 minutes tops, my stomach ache is gone. So try it. For the kids, dilute it because it's a bit hot. The reason why you dilute it more for babies is because the oils are hot and they're very strong, very potent. So you don't want to use more than a drop if they're really young. If your baby is a month old, you want to start with lavender. You can try copaiba, and you know, you can actually ask for those what oils you need. You can Google them to see what's safe for babies, but dilution is key. Okay, even for children as young as 3, dilution is key. Okay, so yes, so digize is definitely for anything to do with the tummy. Okay, the other oil we're going to talk about is, I'm trying to keep the video short so that you guys don't get bored. The other oil we're going to talk about is Penaway. So Penaway is, as the name suggests, it's for pain. So it contains wintergreen. If you are on blood thinning medication, try to avoid this. But it's very little. 1 drop doesn't really do much, doesn't harm you, but just in case if you're scared, don't use it. But Penaway can be mixed with oil, but it's already a blend, but you can also mix it with some oil just to get more of it. You can use this to massage your muscles and joints in case you have a pain. It is also used for migraines. You can mix this with peppermint and lavender, and on your palm or in a bottle, and rub it onto massage it into your temples, the nape of your head, and wherever you feel the pain when you have a headache. Okay, because migraines are very tricky. You don't know what the reason for the migraines are. It could be lack of water, it could be just lack of sleep, or sometimes some people just have it. So it depends. You know, you have to play around with the oils for that one, but there are lots of recipes online, lots of education online, and of course there's always us who are available. Okay, next we're going to talk about purification. Purification has got lemongrass, it's got citronella, so automatically you know it repels insects and mosquitoes. It's an odor remover, so you can put it on your shoes, in your cupboards, you can diffuse it. It smells so good because of the lemongrass. I like to use it as a deodorant. You know, I mix it with 10 tablespoons of baking soda, 10 tablespoons of coconut oil, half a tablespoon, it's a teaspoon of baking soda, and about 10 to 12 drops of purification. If it's too hot for you, you can try using lavender. Okay, so purification is definitely a must for you to diffuse. It's so good for the kids. If you're afraid they might get mosquito bites, add some oil with it, put it under their feet. Without the oil is not necessary, but if they're younger, you want to put oil and put it under their feet. Or you could actually put it on their body, you know, with some oil just to repel the insects. Now, if they're babies, you want to start with the feet always, and if they're younger children, because it takes a while to get into the system, right? But you know, it takes longer, and you're only using a drop, you know. So we always, for our kids, we always test a little bit on their thigh, and this is for any cream. I think it's any cream off the shelf. I think even when there are disclaimers that it could cause certain things, we still use it, but it's always good to test it on your thighs. Okay, last but not least, no, actually not last yet, almost last, I'd like to talk about Thieves. Now, Thieves is actually my favorite oil. It is again got lots of spices in it. It's got cloves, cinnamon, cardamom. Actually, what I forgot to mention was Digize had fennel and rosemary and stuff, but this one has cardamom and cloves. Okay, it's really, really good for it's antibacterial for one. It's very good for if you feel everyone's getting sick in the house, diffuse it. Smell it, it's great. I mean, because I like the smell. I like to spray it on myself when I go on, when I travel, so that I don't get, I repel bacteria basically. I use it for sore throats, for ulcers in my mouth. It's a very hot oil, so what I do is I rub some on my throat like this, or I put a drop in honey and I rub it on my, if I get ulcers. Otherwise, if you feel under the weather, if you're having a sore throat, or if you feel that a bit of congestion, what you can do is put thieves, a drop of thieves, a drop of lemon in warm water and stir it and drink it. It's very good. All you're having is clove oil, nothing fancy, okay? But it's got a mix which is really, really healthy. I mean, if you're not want to go and boil cardamom and cloves and drink the water, then that's an alternative, okay? Now, last but not least, in your kit, you have a bottle of Stress Away. So I hope that you guys know that, okay, you have your kit, right? And then you take it out, right? And underneath there's more special goodies. There is this. So there is a bottle of Stress Away, which is what it is. It's for stress. There is that cap I was telling you about with the roller inside. And there is some samples that you can give people or you can use for traveling. There is 2 sachets of the Ningxia drink, which is the wolfberry drink. The wolfberry drink is what the Chinese boil in their soups. It's called the goji berry. Google the benefits. It's magnificent. If you're trying to get pregnant, if you don't take a multivite, this is what we take every morning. It's only actually, you only take half a packet. If you're fine and dandy, you only need to take half. If you've got diabetes, you can take a packet a day. It actually brings down blood sugar levels, and it actually spikes your energy because it's got tangerine, yuzu, and orange essential oils as well. And if you're afraid it's heaty, it's not. It's like the essential oils actually balance out the heat. So you just need to take about half a packet. And they give you little bottles like this so you can travel with. You can pack some oils for your kids, for example. I pack tummy Digest for Ananya in case she has a tummy at school. She just drops a drop and she rubs it on her tummy. Okay, so that's it. So Stress Away. So how you use this roller Stress Away is one of the perfumes that we actually use for we use as a perfume. It's a Stress Away, right? So it contains it smells a little bit like vanilla, so it's very mild, and it actually is really, it does really calm you down. So that's why it's made for stress, okay? And you all know that stress is the #1 killer, okay? Besides sugar, of course, but stress also is a big one for especially for cities, okay? So this is Stress Away. Now what you can do is perhaps you could take a bottle like lemon, or for example purification, for example, or peppermint, and well, let's take thieves, okay? So I'm going to take a thieves bottle, open this, open the orifice, take it out, okay? And then what you do is, you see this, you have this roller bottle in the cap, right? So what you do is you take it, put it on just like that, and twist it really hard. That's all you do. You don't have to do anything else. You twist it really hard. When you take it out, there you go, okay? So try that today. Pick an oil, your favorite oil that you like to roll on. So I'm going to roll this under Ananya's feet. Every morning I roll thieves under Ananya's feet so that she, to protect her basically from any forms of, or any sicknesses that she may catch in school. Okay, so that's all, guys. I hope it was helpful. I hope you get to use your oils. If you have any questions, you can text me or whoever you bought the kit from, actually, and they could get in touch with me. Otherwise, you can always email younglivingbizkavi@gmail.com. Bye.